During our tour, Steve showed me his custom-made podcast studio, where for years he hosted the aptly named Broken Skull Sessions. Here, he was able to stay close to the world of wrestling after his retirement. All right. Oh, there it is. You know, why didn't you ever have me on your podcast?
Well, that was supposed to happen. What happened?
I don't know. I was never asked.
That's bullshit. You should have been. There's been some great stories told here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, sir.
I originally kind of started podcasting, which led to the Broken Skull Sessions, just as a way to keep in touch with my fan base.
You don't have to be so modest, brother. It's your show.
When I left the business, it's not like I had the greatest exit strategy. This was kind of the end result of me finding my way without the exit strategy. I would tell people to be smarter than I am.
And think long term?
Think long term. Well, you got to think down the road. You know, wrestling, you're running so fast and so hard and having so much fun, and you never want it to end. But the reality is, for everybody, sooner or later, it is going to end.
That realization came to Steve in 2003. After entertaining fans around the world for years, Stone Cold Steve Austin announced his retirement.
My neck was really beat up, and I was just running real hard, and I was just frazzled. And I just figured, man, if I'm going to go, I think now's the time to go, because I wasn't in a good place.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was just time for me to leave. I was getting pretty beat up, and I made my departure.
But what about that live audience adrenaline, that performance, that feeling? Do you feel like you need to continue to feel that in some way? Do you miss that? Did you get that from podcasting?
You don't get it from podcasting. You don't get it from sitting down and talking to someone. And certainly good times can be had doing those things. But there is nothing, and I think you know this, that can give you that kind of high. That adrenaline spike is so intense. But you live and die by that response. To go back a couple of years ago in Dallas, Texas, really special.
Welcome to the most spectacular live event in entertainment, WrestleMania!
Ever since Steve left WWE in 2003, his craving for excitement only grew. As the man said, there is nothing that compares to the rush of the crowd when you're standing in the squared circle. So nearly 20 years after his last match, Stone Cold Steve Austin made a triumphant return against Kevin Owens at AT&T Stadium on the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Man, when that glass breaks and you're wondering, and you're thinking, hey man, they're gonna be there for me. Sure, they always have been, but it's been a while.
19 years in the making!
And man, when they gave me that response that they give me, it was like, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And as many of the talent that could be out there were, to just feel that moment.
When you really have that resounding support, it's like, oh, we got this.
Stunner! Cover by Stone Cold, 1, 2, 3!
As far gone as I've been from WWE, I'm still part of the family.
Of course.
One of the not founding, but one of the guys that helped.
You are one of the major reasons why WWE is what it is today.